What up, everybody? Man, dude, what a night. Long ass day today. I was with family and friends all day today. Got up early this morning and I was going to leave the party, but decided to stay. There was somebody there that really didn't feel like speaking with. Anyhow, it was all good. And now I'm just going back through memories. Right across over there is one of the apartments I used to grow up in. I went to this little elementary school also. And I see way in the back, they actually put a football field back there. Man, I remember back in the days, this building right back here, that building, that used to be our little arcade place. All right, arcade. Uh, yeah, arcades, pinball machines, all the Pac-Man and all the Pac-Woman games and everything that was all popular back in the early 80s. Man, dude, nothing but memories here. Dude, there used to be um, a tire swing over there, and we used to always double dog everybody, and we used to hang on to the edges, and we used to get swung around to see who would actually last the longest, hanging on to the tire, swinging around, and stuff like that. Man, dude, we had fun. All this has changed. I don't even remember half of this stuff here. All this over here in the background, dude, all half of this is brand new. I mean, I'm taking it more than 10 years, but still, man. I'm about to head over into the busy side where it used to be called Bay Park Square, and I guess that's totally changed. Um, yeah, all that strip mall way in the back there, that was never there. So, yeah, dude, all this brings back memories, man. So, I guess they call this a fitness park. You don't see too many of these things around here. I know some in bigger cities you do, and you always see videos, YouTube videos of everybody working out and stuff like that, doing calisthenics. So, but yeah, it's always good to come back into your neighborhood where you grew up. It's kind of funny because, dude, I'm having all these flashbacks and stuff like that. Hold on. Hey! Alright, like I was about to say, I remember back in the days when us kids, were playing out there in the front. We noticed one of the our friend's daughter was walking down the street over here, and all of a sudden we were all kind of watching her, and at the same time this white van pulled up, probably where about that one sign is right there, and probably right about there or so. And when us kids were watching and stuff like that, the door opened up, and all of a sudden these two big guys jumped out, and they tried kidnapping our neighbor's daughter. We're all like running into the apartment and stuff like that. Dad, dad, dad. And at the time, their dad was a big dude, good 6'2", 300 pounds. Dude come running out that door. And obviously we were little kids and stuff like that. And we couldn't do none but watch. Dude, I never seen anybody that big run that fast. He was like a linebacker running. And at the same time, his daughter is over here kicking and screaming and stuff like that. And the time he got over here to the van, she was actually able to get away. I was like, whoa, dude, did we just witness that? So yeah, it was one of those events that affected us but did not affect us. You know, it was back in the 80s, man. You know, that's what made us who we are, you know, because we saw shit like that, you know. So anyhow, yeah, man, dude, lots of memories back here, dude. And just like also another memory where I said I was, where I just showed you that sign. That's where the tire swing was. And I remember one time I got in a fight there. You know, granted it was only a couple punches and one kick and stuff like that. And dude started crying. But yeah, I remember that, dude. Man, dude. And back over there by the arcade building on the other side, it used to be an ice rink. And we used to always watch the bigger kids um, play hockey in there and stuff like that. So yeah, nothing but memories, man. So, hey, bud. Hey, come on. So yeah, it's always good to come back to where you grew up. Now to go check out this new developed area. Hi, good morning, everybody. This was like day 2 of sleeping in my truck on my vacation up in Green Bay. We are about to. We had fun yesterday. My godchild's daughter had a birthday. They had a little birthday party for her, a little get together and stuff like that. This dog had so much attention yesterday. Oh my god, dude. It's crazy. I only got a little bit of footage of him and stuff like that only because there was too many kids running around. I didn't want nobody to all of a sudden say, hey, why is my kid up on the internet, you know? I didn't need all that. So I got very few footage of him and stuff like that. So right now we are about to head over to, even though it's closed, we are about to head over to Bay Beach Amusement Park. So we'll see you when we get there. But it feels kind of good coming back into your hometown. It feels weird, but yet it brings back all the memories and all the new. And then you're just trying to figure out where the hell you're at again. This is one of the busy streets, main streets. It's Mason. So, hey, you know what I'm kind of liking about Green Bay? Is that they have my favorite gas station, Quick Trip. Man, these things are around all over the town. But the funny thing is, the side of town we're about to go on is Shell gas stations. Interesting. And what I find weird too, dude, I got all this stuff, more than I can carry, and the cashier leaves it on a counter. I get done paying for it, and it's still on a counter. And you would think it's common sense to actually start bagging it. Then she looks at me, and she's like, oh, would you like a bag? No, I want to look like a doofus carrying a bunch of shit, looking like I'm juggling this stuff. What's wrong with people, man? It's common courtesy, dude. If you see that there's a lot of stuff, you start putting it in the bag and say, you don't mind if I put this in a bag, do you? If I don't want it in a bag, then I'll say, no, that's fine, I'll take it. What's wrong with people, man? Yeah? I got my buddy his favorite cheeseburger. Right? Oh, here we go. All this is brand new. That's a miniature golf, and right back there is what you call it? Dude, they got it blocked off. Can't go in there. Oh, it's only open up on Saturday and Sundays. But yeah, it's a very large amusement park. A lot of new things. In that back building back there, they used to have bumper cars. And back in the days, they used to have, this is where they had the fireworks. They used to have ponies over here too, for little kids to ride them and stuff. Obviously, I see a bunch of new rides. They got two Ferris wheels, one larger one smaller one. I think that one right there is original. Obviously, that one back there is new. Or and then they got a roller coaster. I guess this roller coaster, I believe from what I hear, is that it's from Elvis Presley. So I'm gonna have to look into that just to see if it is. They also have the giant slide. Dude, they said back in the days, that giant slide back there used to be taller. But they said that people were getting hurt, kids were getting hurt. So now they took off a big section up there and they made it smaller. So yeah, and now unfortunately I had to put my thing down because there's a cop over here. So but yeah, we used to come over here for picnics almost every weekend. We would gather up the family and stuff like that, and we would just have a good old time. Dude, tickets were only like 10 cents, I think, and I think they only went up 25 cents. So, yeah, big difference, man. And like I said, back in the days, man, this is where they used to have the fireworks, you know? All this stuff right here, all these little this little playground stuff, this wasn't here. There used to actually be a pavilion, something like that, and they used to have like live bands, nothing major, like polka and stuff like that. So brings back memories, man. Brings back memories. Isn't that right, bud? Obviously, I can't bring my dog out because the sign literally says no dogs. And then there was a cop that was sitting right back there that I didn't even see. So yeah, nothing but memories. Oh, I didn't see that way down there. Past those trees, there's still more amusement park. Man, dude, this is really cool. All right, I gotta look up to see if the wildlife sanctuary is open. If it is, we'll go over there. But that's actually a pretty cool place too. We used to go after Bay Beach and stuff like that. So I'll let you know. Alrighty. Technically, we are in Michigan. We just crossed over the border We just crossed over the Menominee River, and I don't know how clear you guys can see that. Yeah, so much for that. Either way, we just crossed into Michigan. I was going to try to get a picture of that sign that says welcome to Michigan, but unfortunately there was too much traffic behind me, and I got a handheld device. So we are almost to our next destination, and I see a Mighty Pet over there. I might have to go check that out real quick. Dude, you always got to be that loud? So, in a split-second decision, I'm going to go check that out. Hopefully it's still open. Well, I just got done visiting my dad. It's been about 2 years since I've been here, but he's actually up inside. 32 years in the military, Army. He didn't feel like being buried 6 feet under, so he's now 8 feet high. Go figure, man. Anyhow, we are kind of back in Green Bay. About to go find his nature trail thing and let the dog run around for a little bit. So, we'll be back. Alrighty. Closed. Milton. Huh. So, I kind of wish it was a nicer day out, but you get what you get. I guess it's supposed to be like this all day long. Cloudy, rainy. Hopefully I get out of town before the storms come in. So, it's actually a pretty cool area back here. I never knew about it. Unless they just made it. Well, made it as in 10 years ago. Maybe 5 years ago. Because you can actually just look at the asphalt. They actually, I'm sure they got closed circuit cameras up there. So, let my buddy run around. I might hit up one more area, a couple more areas in town. Oh, you can actually fish back here? Interesting. Yeah, it kind of looks like it says no dogs over there, but we'll find out. I think it's because a lot of people don't know how to control their dogs. Yeah, sure enough, that's what it says. No dogs allowed. Interesting. So, let's see what we got going on here. Interesting. Oh, look at that. That's cool. What do you call those? They're not seagulls. They're big white birds. That's interesting. Yeah, they weren't seagulls. Huh. Alrighty. I realize realize how big this thing is. Ah, hey! Let's go. Good job, buddy. Hey, one more time. You stay over here. That sign, I know you can't read it, but it says no dogs allowed. All right? That's actually a pretty big area. Unfortunately, the gates are locked. I got my buddy with me. I'm not even going to attempt to go down there. Come on, bud. Let's go this way. Oh, yeah. I kind of miss Green Bay, but I don't. There's bigger opportunities out there, but at the same time, Green Bay has grown a lot. So far, I have not seen nobody I know besides relatives. So it is what it is. Oh, buddy. Hey, buddy, let's go down this way. I didn't see this over here, and I just got done walking over there. Oh, yeah. He was getting bored just sitting there. Oh, my God, dude. He had so much excitement, so much fun yesterday. Dude, like I said, there were so many kids running around there, and he was getting so much attention. I couldn't just leave him in the truck. So I brought him out, and I put him up on a chain and stuff like that, just so he wouldn't get too excited. But he had fun yesterday. Oh, look at that, man. Those birds are back out there. Wonder what they are. Interesting.